Welcome to Project Pitch It, a show about Wisconsin business innovators. Next, 3 local entrepreneurs pitch their ideas to local moguls. They will compete for over $30,000 in cash and awards to take their Wisconsin business to the next level. Who are the moguls? Nancy Hernandez is the founder of Abrazo, a marketing and communications firm in Milwaukee. Nancy impacts our state with her service on the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp and on several local boards. Dr. Debbie Allen is a former president and CEO of Nevada Corporation, which owned and operated local McDonald's franchises. Today, as founder of DNA Networks, she is focused on executive coaching. If you've heard One Call, That's All, you know David Gruber, the founder and CEO of Gruber Law Offices, an award-winning 120-member personal injury law firm. David is dedicated to making a difference in our community. Jim Lindenberg is the founder of World Class Wire and Cable. Today, Jim owns Lindy Enterprises and JML Holdings. He was recently honored by the Biz Times with their Lifetime Achievement Award. Jerry Gendusa is the co-founder and CEO of MTech, a global aerospace manufacturer. Today, Jerry is co-founder of Stuck Coaching Management and Fund with the vision of creating a systematic approach to entrepreneurial growth. He has crafted a book to help other entrepreneurs get unstuck on their journey. This is Project Pitch It.
Nice. Bravo.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you guys. I'm Amber Rivard,
And I'm Joshua Burgos.
and we are the owners of Dance Studio located in downtown Milwaukee. So our story started 5 years ago. Josh and I met taking our first salsa dance lesson together, and little did we know that we had more in common than just passion for salsa dance. We were looking to add positivity to our lives, to be a part of a bigger community, and to do something that would help boost our self-esteem. But our vision doesn't just stop in downtown Milwaukee. It is our mission to bring the tool of dance to other communities that need it as well.
Dance studios to the point to where we recognized our next 3 building blocks are very crucial for us to get to the next growth level and to sustain the current volume we have right now. From retail to have inventory for apparel and shoes. Yeah.
Yes.
And those
The
shoes are
sparkle.
really nice.
Love the shoes.
Thank you. We've had people, since we've opened, ask us, when are you going to sell shoes? I like your shoes. Where do you get them? And over again, we're saying, we'll email you the link. Here's the website and you can purchase them. But the issue with that is that it's really difficult to know exactly what your size is. So it'd be nice for people to be able to come into the store.
So why is somebody coming to your dance studio?
What makes us different from other studios in the area is that we really want people that have never danced in their life, but maybe they're watching YouTube videos or wanted to dance as a kid, but their parents couldn't afford it, and now they feel like as an adult, it's too late, which we want everyone to know that it's not too late and that dance can really be a tool of healing and self-investment.
How many classes would I have to take to dance like you guys dance coming up?
We would say
Thousands.
minimum 3 months. So the way we have our platform built out for Latin dance is that there's 2 different beginner levels and then an intermediate level. So 4 weeks. So we say if you take both beginner lessons, 2 months, and then 1 intermediate, that's really all that you need to feel comfortable social dancing.
I've taken my daughter to one of your competitors and it was really high sales and we didn't want that. We would have signed up for more. So make it fun. People come, they're intimidated. Make them have fun first and they'll buy on their own. I'm not against you bringing in shoes. You got to watch the inventory.
Right.
But if you have that, you have a demand right now where people are asking, but you got to watch the inventory and make sure it turns and so forth. But you have an audience that's asking you about it. So why not sell it? And you're looking for additional revenue. So I'm all for bringing in the shoes as long as you watch your inventory and get your turns.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. Can you show us a dance on the way out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would love to. Would one of you like to?
No,
or
we
two
need
of you?
2. We need
Jerry
2.
was talking about he really wanted to dance.
Really quick?
Will you be my partner?
Yes.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Josh will lead
What are we
this.
doing?
So we're gonna do a basic, we're gonna do 2 basics. And so we're gonna take a step back. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7, and then so back
with the
2,
left.
3,
Oh, boy.
and now
Forward.
towards amber 6, 7.
Nice.
You're naturals,
Perfect.
guys.
Yes.
I'm watching my feet.
No, that's okay. That's how it starts.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Amber.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very much.
Thank you for
Nice
your
meeting
time.
you.
Thank
Great job.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you. Hopefully I'll see you getting some shoes soon.
So we'll see you at a dance lesson.
She wants the shoes.
I just want the shoes.
Yeah.
All right, the shoes. Let's talk
shoes.
about
It's all
inventory.
about
Are you a shoes company or are
She's
you a
buying the
dance
shoes.
company? And how do you partner with somebody for shoes? If you get into shoes, you're a shoe company. What do you think they need to do, or they stay the course?
They have a good niche going where they're at. I think they're in the early stages. They need to continue to market that location. I think we disagree on the shoes. If you have a captive audience and you have customers asking you for something, to add a couple,
But
rack
could
of
you
shoes,
consign it?
Always ask your vendor for consignment.
One of the things you brought up was the high pressure sales experience, by you and your daughter at another venue. And I think what they have to really do is just make sure it's about the fun.
Yeah.
It's about promoting the self-esteem.
Yeah, and I bring up the example, me and my daughter, we were willing to sign up for more because it was good quality time, but we were pressured so much to buy classes and shoes, and we both got intimidated and said no. So yeah, fun, healthy, it'll sell itself.
In Season 1 of Project Pitch It, these entrepreneurs pitched 2 water purification systems that could bring clean water to a thirsty world. Back then, they were just starting out. Now, thanks to Project Pitch It, they've partnered with a corporation and have landed a big-time customer.
The key thing is to make sure that those go all the way into these elbows. Project Pitch It has been just super for us. It gave us a lot of great exposure. We did get some sales out of it for our OPEN device, that neat little handheld device. But most importantly, we got picked up by a large corporation that's involved in wastewater treatment, because we do have larger units that are capable of killing bacteria. Probably the biggest news we have to share is that we were picked up by the U.S. Army's Rapid Equipping Force. And they've ordered their first order, and we're assembling it behind us here at QAL in Marinette. One of the things that I'm really proud about is that our business has grown, has allowed us to hire full-time employees, and that is jobs for Wisconsin, and that's one of the things that's most important to me. So this will be wrapped together like this, and then we'll be able to put them in the machine. So if you're a prospective business owner and you want to give a pitch, all I would say is definitely go for it. Project Pitch It has been great, and I can't thank Project Pitch It enough.
Up next, this entrepreneur is bringing a solution to school fundraisers. And later, the moguls hear about a new way to help athletes compete.
Some people ask me, why are you still in Milwaukee? I've been in Milwaukee since I was 5 years old, and I haven't moved anywhere else because I have been so successful living here and working in Milwaukee. I have had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And so I don't know, if people think there's nothing going on in Milwaukee, there's a whole heck of a lot going on in Milwaukee.
Hey, moguls.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Dr. Elena Platt, and I'm here to talk to you about Classmunity, which is fundraising management software for schools. We all know that schools are being asked to do more with less resources. As a result, they're increasingly turning to fundraising to fill in those budget holes. The problem is that existing methods for fundraising are inefficient and insecure. They're typically those products that you don't want to have to buy. They're cash-based, which opens the district to fundraising fraud risk. Parents want to pay with credit cards. Districts can't easily accommodate that. Teachers want to use crowdfunding, but that has money going through private bank accounts before it goes to the school, more fundraising fraud risk. And on top of that, the administrators have no easy way to keep track of all the fundraising in their schools. It's a big mess, but Classmunity is the solution. We are an end-to-end fundraising management software system designed to capture everything from when a teacher first decides she wants to run a fundraiser to when the last penny is deposited in the school's bank account. We give administrators a bird's eye view of all fundraising in their district so they can finally control it, and we make it more effective. And we're here because we're a team of passionate educators and technology professionals, but we need help spreading the word. I want Classmunity to be of service to every single school in the state of Wisconsin to help them secure their fundraising dollars and have more money to spend on education.
So how does it work?
So basically, when a teacher decides that she wants to run a fundraiser, she fills out an easy-to-use wizard in order to get permission. We were really shocked when we first started doing customer discovery going into schools. I asked what I thought was the obvious question and said, well, who's the person who keeps track of all your fundraisers? And I was met with blank stares. So one of the big challenges is actually just keeping track of just who is even running a fundraiser. We support all kinds of fundraisers, cash, bake sales, products, tickets, crowdfunding style, basically. We've been working with 15 Wisconsin school districts, and we've helped them manage $2.1 million in funds to date.
Is fraud really that big an issue, or mostly you're running into very, very well-intentioned people who have maybe poor bookkeeping or just a little sloppy and not sure what to do?
I will say that we have not been to a single district where we haven't heard a story about, well, this one time in this district, or this one time in the neighboring district, or at my previous district. And then other times there's suspected situations where, we heard one story where a parent was actually telling us that this woman was in charge of the football booster, and they thought, wow, we're selling an awful lot of concessions to bring in this money. And then when somebody else took over, all of a sudden the amount of money they brought in was double.
This is really, really needed.
Definitely.
Administrators don't have time anymore for this. They're getting their budgets cut. They're looking for fundraisers. So there's definitely a need for this. So it just needs to be perfected a little bit. But it's perfect timing because it's really needed in the schools.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really interesting, and I think she's on to something.
There's so much potential here outside of the school system.
I'll take
Yeah, in the old days, 5-10 parents get together and they do this and everyone
Right.
looks the other way. People aren't looking the other way anymore.
Exactly.
They want the I's dotted, the T's crossed.
How
so
are
that
you
they
spending
know.
these
Yeah,
funds?
exactly.
Even the parent
Exactly.
associations.
Another business for you, David.
Well, it's unfortunate that some of this has to be policed. I honestly, I'd say almost all of the organizations we've given to have been involved. I understand that administrators want to wash their hands, but I think there's a heck of a lot more good than bad out there right now. So I'm trying to think through the whole
Be
thing.
optimistic.
Who knew the lawyer who's an optimist, right?
That's what I was thinking out loud, but I didn't want to say it.
Next, can this entrepreneur's product be a game changer? We'll find out.
Hello, my name is Jeff Smith. I am president and co-founder of RapidForce, a Wisconsin-based business. RapidForce is a pain relief product developed by an ultrasound specialist, a physical therapist, my wife, and an engineer, which is me. It all started when my wife actually injured her knee in the ski hills in Wisconsin a number of years ago. She tried many devices, but none of them actually reduced the pain and provided the support that she needed. This brace was actually too bulky and restrictive. This tape was too wimpy and easily fell off. It is then that we learned that 125 million adults in the US each year either have injured themselves, like my wife, or have muscle and joint pain, and these types of devices don't work for them either. And so RapidForce has created an innovative solution designed to act like an external ultra-strong muscle that has the benefit of the brace with the strength and the flexibility of that tape. You may have seen pro beach volleyball players April Ross, Phil Dahlhauser, or Nick Lucena wearing the shapes on TV. I've invited a friend to join us now. This is Carrie Hsu. Carrie is a pro beach volleyball player from Wisconsin and is now living in Los Angeles. She is wearing our 8 different shapes throughout the body, and there are other options with the shapes. And the shapes are actually providing support to the muscles, tendons, and ligaments so that she can heal and move, as you see, quite easily. And they are placed over the point of pain and designed to reduce the swelling, decrease the pain, and improve the fluid flow in the area. They remain on our body up to 5 days, and they're latex-free, drug-free, patented, and made in USA. Moguls, thank you for this opportunity. We are looking for individuals to help fuel the growth, either through investment or through knowledge, to bring a better pain relief product to millions. Will you help us?
So how do you know it works?
Well, how we know it works is actually in the beginning, one of the key individuals was an ultrasound specialist with a degree in kinesiology. So we were looking with ultrasound the before and after. underneath the skin, so good knee versus bad knee, and what occurred in 24 hours. And then also getting the feedback from the person that we were testing when we were doing the product development of how do you feel, what is this better.
Who's your competition right now? I've seen, I think, similar product to that, or perhaps it's your product.
The competition that you see is actually more of the black tape, which is called kinesiology tape. It's been around for a number of years. It comes in different colors. It all has to be applied in a pattern. That's our competitor. We sell only shapes.
You said yours can last up to 5 days?
Yes, and Carrie, why don't you comment on that?
I mean, practicing for 2 hours, maybe hopping in the ocean after for like a rinse off, coming back home, showering, another workout for 2 hours. It's on there for a couple days and you're ready for the next day for practice. So it's experience, it stays on.
And in order to scale it, how much money do you think that you need?
We're looking at a minimum of $200,000 to move forward with a full digital marketing and social media campaign.
So how much does it cost you to make the product, and what's your profit margins right now?
The average selling price when we started away is $832 a shape on our website, and we have 44% gross margin at this time.
Jeff, we loved you the moment you came out and you said that your wife was the genius behind this.
Oh, she'll be listening to this.
Jeff, thank you.
Thank you.
Good presentation.
Terrific.
Thank you. Good luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
I tell you, I love the product, and if there's nothing like this on the market today, the sooner he gets this to market to rapidly grow it and scale it, I think the better off he'll be.
Honestly, if it works, it helps, and you can go swimming, and you can come out and perform, and I mean.
Well, we all have
I'm
aches
impressed.
and pains, so we're all talking
Well,
about
and
how
it's
we
not
can use
just
it
for
right now.
athletes.
It can work for
No.
any of us.
Anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Weekend athletes.
There's many market channels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take it to the next level.
There's a need.
And there's an enormous market.
Very
Yes, there
exciting.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up, the moguls break down the pitches.
So we have 3 wonderful awards. They're all valued about $10,000. Dance Studio, Class Community, and Rapid Force. All 3 companies, different market sectors, different stages of their growth. What are your thoughts?
I think all 3 companies need some help with strategy. Not one sticks out for the $10,000 to me yet. You know, I think everybody needs to figure out how you vision and grow the business and what's the next steps that you want to take.
So you don't think that somebody really has an understanding of how they're going to spend their $10,000 if they...
I think the dance studio could use the $10,000 the most of these 3, because I think these guys are on the ground floor. I think they're tremendously passionate and literally gave a laundry list of things to do, from inventory to shoes to doing this, and that laundry list really will require some cash.
Yeah.
So
I just hope they don't spend $10,000 on all shoes, because then they're going to run out of cash. They might be sitting on
well,
the
I
shelf.
hear they have a pretty high profit margin.
I agree with David that I could see they kind of know how they want to spend that $10,000 just to get them a little bit to that next level.
And as far as Class Community is concerned, I think the educational aspect and some mentoring and tutoring might help a great deal.
I'm with you. You know, between Dance Studio and Class Community, I think both of them need a little bit more basics, more strategy. Certainly everybody can use money, but both of them would definitely benefit from getting some classes and some back to basics.
With Rapid Force, I love the product, and I think they need an enormous amount of money.
He said 200.
He said 200. That would be minimal,
I
right?
think that's minimal.
Right. They're clearly the furthest along with a fantastic product. And certainly, you know, they've got the patents lined up in their favor right now. So I think time is of the essence for them to get out there in a big way.
And their potential and upside is huge, and it's not just athletes, it's really anyone with an injury.
Challenging decisions for sure.
Yeah, we see a need, you know, different needs from each one. You could see them all needing mentoring and cash.
I think once dance gets their money and has their foundation set, I think they need their foundation set before some of the specific mentoring or suggestions can
And then
come
to be
into
able
play.
to pivot from there.
Yeah.
Good
Definitely.
thoughts.
So I think we could put them on sound footing to move to the next
step.
level.
Yes,
I would
definitely.
be a fan of that.
Coming up, the moguls award over $30,000 in cash and prizes.
Every entrepreneur goes through different phases of their journey of entrepreneurialism. All 3 of your companies are at some different phases. All 3 of your companies are wonderful. We have 3 awards, and there's some difficult decisions as far as these awards go.
Elena, I love what you're doing. I've been involved helping schools a lot raise money, and there's a big need for what you're doing right now. We feel at this time the Stritch Pitch It Award would be a good fit for you. That's valued over $10,000, and you're able to take up to 3 business classes, MBA level at Stritch, and you're getting mentoring from Cardinal Stritch staff to help you with the business plan and marketing and so forth. So congratulations on the Stritch Pitch It Award.
Wonderful, thank you. Class Community could really use that.
And Jeff, you need more than $10,000.
Correct.
You need some investment capital, and I think you potentially need some expertise.
Mm-hmm.
The UWM Lubar Center for Entrepreneurship is going to be your award.
Great.
And I think, you know, if you know the Lubar family, I think David Lubar might even be willing to sit down with you personally. I look forward to sitting down and working with you and assessing your business.
Oh, great. Good.
So congratulations.
Excellent.
The Project Pitch It $10,000 cash award. Dance Studio MKE, well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved. That being said, we're going to talk a little bit about what perhaps you can do with the $10,000 because you were well prepared and had a laundry list for us. And I need a list of salsa dancing, workshops, and classes, and shoes for Deb. And you're talking
Bling
about
bling shoes.
inventory, remodeling. Well, $10,000 only goes so far, but we think you guys can make it go an awfully long way, correct?
Correct. I personally offered Lindy Enterprises, which is a small business consulting company that I own. I would like to meet with you, be available 7 days a week, pretty much 16 hours, 18 hours a day. To help you, you can call me and possibly you could give me a couple dance lessons.
Knew that was coming.
That's the hard part.
And show,
Yeah.
it's, you can start right now.
I don't know. I'm getting another dance lesson.
There goes. That's good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congrats.
If you want to support these entrepreneurs, visit our website for more information about their products and companies. If you have an idea for the next great Wisconsin business, we want to hear from you. Visit projectpitchit.com.